This is Colton and Jensen reporting for CJTV. Fantasy football is a growing community, played by over 33 million every year. The first thing you do is draft your team. Then based on your team stats, you get fantasy points. You then will match up against someone else in your league and compete head-to-head. Then based off your win-loss record, you can advance to the playoffs. We're going to go talk to some managers in our fantasy football league.
My record is 3-1. My one loss is to Colton Smith. I've done a lot of trades, but probably the one trade that's benefited me most is probably Jimmy Graham from Colton Smith. Mr. Klingen's team, they're old, really old, no potential. Bad team.
I feel like age has really given me a better understanding of fantasy football. Some of these young guys, they don't really understand how these players should work in the league yet.
My record right now is 0-4, and my best player right now is probably Jay Cutler. At the moment, he's a top 5 quarterback, and he gets me about 22 points a week.
We're going to go interview Mr. Graham about how fantasy football has changed over the years.
We didn't have the internet access to all the players' stats. We weren't able to do an online draft. So we actually gathered at one guy's house. We had a big dry erase marker board. We basically wrote every player up on the board and started marking them off as we went. That wasn't really the hard part. The hardest part of it was every week, whoever you were matched up against playing, you had to go in and manually figure their points, and then they would figure your points. And that way, it kept everybody honest, but the ease of just clicking on a player and seeing what stats they had last week just wasn't there at the time.
We decided to go ask some people about Tanner Ross's chance to make the playoffs.
0% chance.
No chance at all.
0% chance Tanner makes playoffs. 0.
I would think that even if Tanner Ross played back then, he would still be the worst possible player ever.
There is a 0% chance Tanner Ross makes the playoffs.